started with a dance. It was lovely too. He took her in his arms and she knew the magic was there with this man. By the end of the dance, the romance began. She was a spirit, fancy and free. He was a dreamer, wishful was he. She would come to him on a whim. She would come to love him and then leave again. Some nights alone, he thinks of her. Some nights alone, she thinks of him too. Some nights alone, they think of each other. Some nights alone, some nights alone. He knew when he met her, he should beware. This was a woman beyond compare. A woman of exception, so divine. A woman of deception that would leave him blind. He gave her his heart, and she knew she could only love him until she was through. Then she would go on her way, out of his nights, out of his days. Some nights alone, when his heart stirs. Some nights alone, when he wishes it were. Some nights alone, he thinks of her. Some nights alone, some nights alone. He sits and he waits for her to return. He hopes and he prays, his heart yearns. But he knows that he's only fooling himself. He knows that she only trusts herself. She travels the world on a shooting star, looking for love from afar. For she is afraid of what she might find, afraid of a life yet undefined. Some nights alone, when the lights are dim. Some nights alone, when she hears the wind. Some nights alone, she thinks of him. Some nights alone, some nights alone. The party is over, they've moved on.
Some nights alone,
all that was is now
some nights
gone.
alone.
Except for the smile upon their face, except for the lasting of their grace. They think of each other every now and then.
Some nights alone,
But it's easier to forget than remember when.
some nights alone.
What they had was not a lie. What they had was worth their goodbyes. Some nights alone, he thinks of her. Some nights alone, she thinks of him too. Some nights alone, they think of each other. Some nights alone, some nights alone.